Good morning everyone, Huzzy here from the beautiful location known as Erurii, I think, or Erurii, aka Snowdonia, and today's hike and test for me in preparation for the Yorkshire Dales 3 Peaks 12-hour challenge is walking up Urwithvar. I hope I've pronounced that right. Mark Beckett, please correct me if I'm wrong, aka Snowdon. So a great test for me today. I'm joined by Guardians TJ, the ever faithful TJ, and newly recruited Daz to the Guardians team. An absolutely fantastic day here. The lake drop behind me there, and as we just pan round, there we go, Snowdon's just off there in the distance where that little bit of a cloudy shroud is, but it's due to burn off. Fantastic temperatures, conditions today are going to be pretty warm once we get going, and certainly once we commence our ascent. But like I said, a great challenge, and it's all in aid of Papyrus, a charity dedicated to the prevention of young suicide, and on the 12th of September it's in memory of Harry Field and obviously in aid of Papyrus, raising vital funds for our young people, which is a growing statistic, unfortunately, because when life gets really tough, and with all the different stresses and strains that younger people have these days, some people can only see one way out. And I've sort of been thinking about it and likened climbing up the mountain today to sort of emotionally standing there and looking up and feeling like you've got a mountain to climb emotionally, and sometimes you just think this is just too much getting to the top for that little bit of hope, which is always there at the top, along with the great views. But emotionally, I think the best advice for me, certainly in keeping with how I normally go up this mountain, is bite-sized chunks and a few steps here and there. Stop, reflect, look forward, move on, and gradually get closer to your goal. And that really is what it's all about when it comes to emotions and thinking that you can't conquer that big mountain of emotions. You can, and with the help of Papyrus you can, and we are trying to help Papyrus and obviously commemorating the memory of Harry Field in doing so. We're doing fantastically well at the minute. I've got about £80 left to go, and then I'll be at the £1,500 target. Collectively, we're almost at the £4,000 out of the £5,000 target. So absolutely immense piece of fundraising so far. Today is going to be a real challenge and a real test, as it always is for me, but I really do enjoy it. Enjoy having the walk and the talk and the really motivational company in respects to TJ. Obviously Daz I haven't met before, but looking forward to meeting him. Like-minded individual, wanting to raise funds and enjoying getting out here at such a fantastic location. So I'm going to get myself about ready. We're going to set off in about an hour's time. Hopefully that little bit of a cloudy shroud just dissipates from up at the top there, and we're met with some fantastic views and that sense of achievement when we get to the top. Just one other thing before I go. I'd like to dedicate today's training walk to a really dear friend of mine, Stevie Wells. I know you've not been well, Stevie, and there's a long road ahead, but today is for you. I'm thinking of you and every step of the way, and when I get to the top I've got a little nippy sweetie that I'm going to have a swig of and toast your good health. Stay strong and keep going, mate. Right, so without further ado, I'm going to soak in some of these fantastic views for a little while longer, meet up with the guys, and then it's all systems go, and a little track in out the back of Clamberris on the path there, joining up with the Rangers path, which is said to be the oldest. I'm not 100% certain, but it's a favourite of mine. We'll take some snaps along the way and just enjoy the scenery and enjoy getting up there and getting some miles and height in the legs, and just having a little bit more strength in those legs after this and pushing ahead for the 12th of September. So if you haven't already sponsored me, please consider it. You'll see me at the top with another broadcast. You can see that I'm putting in the miles, the hard yards, and the real effort to raise funds here for Papyrus, the prevention of young person suicide. So just remember, when life gets a little bit tough and you feel like you just can't cope, please just pick up the phone. There's always hope.